Hi, I'm Jason Aker, classic car restorer as well as car enthusiast. Some of you may know me from Fast and Loud as the foreman and former Gas Monkey crew member. Well, my education in car mechanics and building is really not the normal traveled road. I don't have any formal schooling in VOTEC or any kind of ASE certifications. It was kind of one of those deals where I was kind of thrown in the mix, tear apart your first car, figure out how everything works, develop off that, and my restoration career kind of took off from that point. I took my first Mustang apart. I was completely in love with it at that point. That blew up into all muscle cars from the 60s and 70s. I've even restored Woodies, Bel Airs, other types of vehicles as well, but I have a true love for survival cars, original cars. And then in the latter years, I've gotten a lot more into the resto mod world, which is the popularity. And now that it's getting harder and harder to find those original cars, that's where everything is headed. So the more you can know in this world, the better off you are. So take every opportunity you have to learn. I've had a lot of great people teach me over the years. John Brown, my good friend Mike McCullough, Jeff Spiegel. I'm leaving out a ton of people, but you get the idea. This only works with other people developing and helping and teaching you things, and you pass that on down the line, which is what I plan on doing. So growing into managing personalities and projects in a shop, it took some time. I was not a very good manager at all when I started. I learned a lot of things early out that didn't work, but the main thing you have to realize is that you have several personalities in your shop, and they're all going to have different ways of approaching things, and you have to be open-minded and take advice. A team's only as good as their leader if you listen to your team. The team itself is what builds these amazing cars. It's not one person, it's not one idea. It's a collection of great ideas by great people that make this happen. Now again, some days it's tougher than others. You're gonna hit hurdles that some days things are not gonna go at all your way. That's when you have to stay strong to your people, trust in the people you have in place, and back them all the time. And then you will get an amazing project. Well, with managing the people and the personalities in the cars, I've become quite detail-oriented because I've found that that's the only way it works. I've always kind of been OCD to a point, and I think it has definitely gotten worse as I've gotten older. I carry a notebook around about 99% of the time, and generally, at least 75% of what's on that notebook are my notes for myself because my mind is very stir-crazy. I have a difficult time staying on task a lot of times because my mind will jump from vehicle to vehicle, person to person, and I have to refocus myself because if I'm scatterbrained, the entire team goes awry. So I have a big responsibility in myself to take care of what's needed, make sure everybody has what they need to be successful that day. But yeah, the OCD, that's gotten a lot worse with me as I've gotten older. So what started my passion for cars was not the original idea a lot of people have where you did it with your dad growing up. I never really had that experience. My father was a great dad, but he was working a lot. I didn't really have that life of cars until I was thrown in the mix of managing worldwide muscle cars years ago, where I had to make it work. I didn't know really what I was doing, but we had a very large group of cars. And once I was given that responsibility, I took it to my own because it made me feel really good. It made me feel proud that they gave me that position. And so I would work after hours at my mentor's house, John Brown, and I learned and consumed as much knowledge as I possibly could. Made a lot of mistakes over the years as well, which everybody will do. But the thing is, I was passionate. It grew my passion. It made me want to be better and better every day, and that's gotten to me where I am now. So the first iconic build that I can remember that comes to mind, that sets in my mind, was later in life, our first project at Gas Monkey Garage, the Firebirds 1 and 2. Not because of the cars, the rarity, that was really cool, but the fact that I started with a team I didn't know at all. We had guys with incredible skill from all over the country that come together, and we built these two vehicles in less than 90 days that were iconic. And it was something they really hadn't done before. I specialize in restoration, but they did what was asked of them, and they did an amazing job, and everyone said it wasn't possible, but we proved it was, and that was a huge deal for all of us, a great sense of accomplishment. So I've had the amazing ability to get to work with some incredible fabricators, mechanics, painters over the years, and I can say the most important thing I take from that is the knowledge that you can gain from your own teammates. I want to be a guy that introduces that to the younger crowd because I know a lot of my good friends that are former workers with me on Gas Monkey Garage or at older shops that I've owned. They have an amazing talent, and they have an amazing love for kids and younger group to try to bring them into our world of classic cars. And it's very important to us to pass along the knowledge that we have, as well as help boost up their confidence, because a lot of these young kids these days have amazing talent, and all they need is a little bit of belief in them, a little bit of confidence. So if anything I can take out of this whole deal is just try to be as positive and uplifting as possible to the next generation of builders.